Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back with a very interesting and important topic. And today we'll be talking about aspects, and this topic is very important as far as practicing astrologers are concerned. Well, of course, it's important for people who are learning astrology as well, but this is going into a little more finer details of what the sages have explained about aspects, about various aspects. So far, we've discussed generally about aspects of planets, and we've discussed that, well, Jupiter aspects the seventh house from it, and also in addition to the seventh house, it aspects the fifth and the ninth house from it. Saturn aspects the seventh house from it, and in addition to the seventh house, it also aspects the third house and the 10th house from it. Sun aspects the seventh house from it. Mercury aspects the seventh house from it. Moon aspects the seventh house from it. Mars aspects the seventh house from it, meaning where it is placed. And in addition to the seventh house, it also aspects the fourth and the eighth house. Venus aspects the seventh house from where it is placed. Rahu and Ketu both aspect the seventh house from where they are placed, and in addition they also aspect the fifth house and the ninth house from where they are placed. And this is general aspects, and of course there are special aspects of planets as well in addition to what we just discussed. But generally we have been discussing about planetary aspects, and today we'll be talking about aspects of signs. So the zodiac signs, according to the ancient sages, also have an aspects. I mean, out of the 12 zodiac signs, there are rules which have been given by the ancient sages as to what houses, or what zodiac signs rather, what zodiac sign is going to be aspecting other zodiac signs. And Sage Gemini, who's the second generation from Sage Parashara, he has discussed in detail about aspects of the zodiac signs. And a lot of astrologers feel that it's only Sage Gemini who has discussed the aspect of the signs, but Sage Parashara has also given some rules about the aspects of the signs. And today we'll be talking about what Sage Parashara has mentioned about aspects of signs. First of all, we have to understand there are 12 zodiac signs. We are in agreement with that. And these 12 zodiac signs are further classified into movable, fixed, and dual signs. So there will be 4 movable signs, 4 fixed signs, and 4 dual signs as per the classification given by the sages out of the 12 zodiac signs. And people who want to know a little more about this classification of movable, fixed, and dual signs, please refer to my earlier video on this topic rather, and what effects movable, fixed, and dual signs have on the native whose chart is being analyzed. But today we'll be talking about these aspects of the zodiac signs as per given by Sage Parashara. So please remember, once again, there are planetary aspects which we have discussed. There are planetary aspects which are special aspects which we have not discussed. We'll take it up in a future video, our forthcoming video, which is going into the further finer details of planetary aspects. And today we are talking about aspects of the signs as per Sage Parashara. And once again, Sage Gemini has discussed a little more in detail, but we'll talk about what Sage Parashara has mentioned about these aspects of these signs. So this is what he says. Well, first of all, let's understand what is a movable sign. A movable sign is classified as Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. A fixed sign is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And a movable sign is, I'm sorry, did I say movable? Okay, once again, movable is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Fixed is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And a dual sign is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So this is how the sages have classified these zodiac signs. And the rule given by Sage Parashara is that the zodiac the movable sign will aspect all the fixed signs. Once again, this is the rule given by Sage Parashara. The movable signs will aspect all the fixed signs. We've discussed what a movable sign is, what a fixed sign is, and what a dual sign is. So this is what it says once again. The movable sign will aspect all the fixed sign except the fixed sign which is adjacent to it. So that is what is rule number 1. So Aries is a movable sign. It is going to aspect all the fixed signs except the one which is adjacent to it. And which one is adjacent? Which one is the fixed sign which is adjacent? It is Taurus. So it is not going to aspect Taurus. Rule number 2. A fixed sign will aspect all the movable signs except the sign that falls 12th from it. So a fixed sign which is Taurus is going to aspect all the movable signs except the sign which is 12 from it. And which is the sign which is 12 from it? If we consider the natural zodiac rulership, it is Aries. So if Taurus, which is a fixed sign, is aspecting all the movable signs, it will aspect all the movable signs except 12 from it, which is Aries. And rule number 3 is that all the dual signs will aspect the other dual signs from it except the dual sign which we are discussing. So it's not going to aspect itself. Out of the 4 dual signs, it will aspect the other 3 dual signs from it. So it's pretty simple, these 3 rules. Movable signs will aspect all the fixed signs except the one which is adjacent to it. Fixed signs will aspect all the movable signs except the one which is 12th from it. And dual signs will aspect all the other dual signs except itself. So these are the 3 rules given by the sages. Now another rule which has been given by the sages which relates to this aspect is the planets sitting in these signs will also aspect in a similar fashion. So if we are talking about just the signs, of course the signs are going to aspect, but also the planets sitting in these signs are also going to aspect in a similar fashion. Meaning which, in the case of a movable sign, the planets sitting in a movable sign will aspect all the houses, all the fixed houses, and the planets sitting in the fixed houses except the one which is adjacent to it. The planets sitting in the fixed houses will aspect all the movable houses except the sign or the planet which is 12th from it. And the planets sitting in the dual signs will aspect all the other 3 dual signs and the planets sitting in those 3 dual signs. So pretty simple. Now why is that important? It is important because when we study a chart, and especially like I said, this will be more relevant for an experienced astrologer who's been practicing astrology either professionally or most of the professional astrologers have been practicing astrology. They are considered practicing astrologers. For them, this is going into the finer details and understanding that other than the basic aspects and the special aspects of the planets, there are aspects of the signs as well, and the planets sitting in those signs, and rules have been given by the ancient sages, and we have to take that into consideration as well. So I thought this would be a very interesting topic for you, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And I will be back with another interesting topic very soon. In the meanwhile, subscribe to my channel and check out my website. There is a link below, and I will see you with an interesting topic very soon. Goodbye.